Hello class, this is Champon, your computing teacher. Today I want us to look at this very important topic, internet and social media. We have been hearing of internet every day, and at times we hear from our friends that I'm going to the internet or accessing the internet for information. So for today, we'll be looking at what an internet is and what a computer network is. So first of all, we'll look at what an internet is. When you talk of internet is a collection of interconnected computers linked together to share information. When computers are linked to each other, it forms a network. So the internet was first introduced by the US military to help them share information. So here it involves the connection of computers, a computer to another computer to share information. So when we have computers around the globe or around the world coming together or connecting each other to share information, it is referred to as internet. Now let's look at what a network is. As we mentioned earlier on, when you have a device connected to another device, it forms a network. So when you say a network is a connection of computers or a computer to another computer or a computer and another device in order to share resources like transferring of files from a computer to another computer. Now let's look at how a network is formed. As we said earlier on, I said a network is formed when a computer is being connected to another computer. So as we can see in the diagram, we have several laptops being linked or connected to each other. So when such a thing happens, we can say that we have a network of computers. We can see a computer or a laptop connected to each other, as we can see in this diagram. We have several laptops linking or connecting to each other. So when these laptops are able to transfer files from each other to the other, then we can say that we have an internet connection. So as we can see, this is what we call a network of computers. So now we look at how networks are being formed or ways of connecting computers. We can connect computers by using two major ways. The first one is by using the wireless technology, and the second one is by the use of cable connection. So first we'll look at what a wireless connection is. When we talk of a wireless connection, this is the use of wireless technology in connecting the computers. Some wireless technology include Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, which means wireless fidelity, then infrared. We have other wireless technologies, but these are few examples of them. So when you are able to connect a computer to another computer or a computer to another device using any of these technologies, then we can say that we have a computer network that has been connected by using a wireless technology. So we can also form a network through wireless technology. That is the use of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi or hotspots, then infrared. Now let's have a look at this diagram. We can see that we have several devices over here. The first one is a desktop computer. We have a laptop, a desktop computer, we have an IP phone, we have mobile phone or smartphone, we have 2 printers over here, then we have a broadband modem, then in the middle we have a wireless router. Now as we can see over here, all these computers or devices are being linked to the router, but as we can see, we don't have any cable connecting to the router from the other devices. So we can see that there are some certain signals over here. All these signals represent wireless technology. So all these devices are being connected to the router by the use of wireless technology. There is no cable connecting the devices to the router. Now let's look at the second way of connecting or forming a computer network. That's the use of the USB cables or network cables. So when talk of the use of cables, this is a way of connecting computers to form a network by the use of cables or cord. An example of cable is the USB cable, the one we normally connect to adapters to charge our phones. That is a USB cable or a cord. We have other cables. We have the network cables that are being used to connect routers or network devices to the computer. So we have here how cables are being used to connect a computer to another computer. So as I explained earlier on, the wireless connection, here we have a cable connection. We can see a laptop on top here, a desktop computer, a printer, a PlayStation or Ethernet, a smartphone, then we have another desktop computer, then we have a router. But as we can see, there are no wireless signals. Here we have cables connecting the devices to the router. So this is what we refer to as a cable connection. Cables or cords are being used to connect the device to the router. So as we can see over here, we have what we call a cable connection, and this one too forms a network. Okay, now let's look at the types of network. When you say types of network, we are referring to how the networks are being formed depending on the geographical area covered by the network. That's the surrounding. At what range is the network being connected? Now look at some examples of them. The first one is local area network. That's LAN. And when you say local area network, we are referring to a computer network that interconnects computers within a limited area, such as schools, residents, university, office buildings, and etc. So let's take maybe in our school, we have computers linking to each other within that school, that limited area. We can say that we have a local area network. The next one is wide area network. That's one. And one is a network that covers large geographical area, such as a country or a continent. So within our countries or towns, we can have computers linking to each other either by the use of cables or wireless technology. And this type of network is referred to as a wide area network. Now the next one is wireless local area network. We have already explained local area network as a connection of computers within a limited area like school. But here we have included wireless. So it means the computers are being connected within a limited area by the use of wireless technology. So when you say wireless local area network, we are referring to a wireless computer network that links two or more devices using wireless communication to form a local area network. Now let's move to the next one. We have metropolitan area network, that's MAN. And this is a type of network that covers or expands in a city or a large campus. Now we move to the other one, that's the personal area network, PAN. When we talk of a personal area network, we are referring to a network that is used for communicating among computers and a computer device around a few meters within a room. So let's take in your homes, in a particular room, you may have a computer, another device, a printer, a mobile phone, or whatever. So if you are able to connect these devices within that limited area or within that room, we will term that network as a personal area network. And this can be done either by using a cable or a wireless technology, that's the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and so on. So these are just some few examples of computer network or types of computer networks. And we have other computer networks too, which we will mention here. We're not able to explain more, but we'll look at the other types of computer network. So as we can see over here, we have the campus area network, and as the name goes, campus area network. I hope you understand that one too. Then we have storage area network, system area network, enterprise private network, virtual private network, that's VPN. Then we have the passive optical local area network, POLAN, and so on. We have several types of computer network, and we said earlier on that this network comes depending on the geographical area in which the network is formed. Now let's take note of the following terms in computer network. We have server and client. When you talk of a server, we are referring to a computer or a device that provides data to other computers in a network. This means that it's a main computer whereby other computers are connected to, and all information on those computers are being fetched from that main computer. So when you have a computer having other computers connected to it, that computer is referred to as a server. All the information being used by the other computers are being saved on that main computer, which is the server. Then we have client. When we talk of client, we are referring to the computers that are connected to the server. So client is a computer hardware or a software that accesses a service made available by a server. Or we can just say that a client is a computer or a device connected to a server. Let's take a look at the picture over here and see how the computers are being connected and which computer is referred to as a server and which ones are referred to as clients. So as we can see over here, we have a main computer in the middle. Then we have other computers connected to that main computer, as we can see in the diagram over here. So the main one in the middle, that's what we called a server. This is a computer with a name called a server. All information are being saved on this computer, and that information is being shared to the other computers linked to it or connected to it. To all these computers surrounding the server is what we refer to as a client. They get their information from the main computer, which is the server. So when you say a server, we are referring to a computer that other computers are connected to as a way of getting information or sharing of files from that computer. And client refers to the computers connected to the server. We'll end our lesson here and continue on Thursday next week. But before you go, we'll look at a short assignment which I want you to do and submit to me personally on your website. So the first question is, what is internet? So you define what an internet is. Then question 2, define the term network. So here too, you define what a network is. Then 3, you give 5 examples of computer network. So an example of a computer network is what we listed in our lesson. We made mention of LAN, that's a local area network. Then 4, you will give 2 examples of wireless technologies. You give 2 examples of wireless technologies. We will end our lesson here, but for next week we'll do more on facilities on the internet. So when you come across any books or any computing book that has the topic internet and social media, try and go through so that you prepare well for next week's lesson. Stay safe. We'll continue next week, Thursday. Bye.